Hey, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, man? We back with another video, bro. And today, I'm talking about that Steelers versus Jaguars preseason game. I would have talked about it last night, but I ain't gonna lie. I was on that new Madden, even though the game is the game kind of sucks. But I'm not here to talk about how Madden sucks and how they gonna keep sucking until they fix what they need to fix. But last night's game, I tuned in for all of the first and third quarter. Fourth quarter, I kind of tuned out of it, even though it was heating up. It was a close game, but hey, it is what it is. I ended up watching the rest of the highlights and all that. It's only preseason. We started with Mitch Trubisky. We go on our little first drive. First drive, we throw like a 45-yard pass to Chase Claypool because we got to see some of the starters today. We got to see Deontay, Chase, Pat Freiermuth. We didn't see Najee today. As for the defense, we didn't see no Cam Hayward. We didn't see no Alex Highsmith. But we seen most of our defense. TJ was out there. Minka was out there. They got some time. I want to say something about the offensive line. The offensive line played terrible this game in every quarter. They played terrible. We couldn't run. Mitchell Trubisky was out there running for his life. I seen like 3 broken sacks from Mitchell Trubisky. I'm seeing him spinning out of sacks. He's just moving everywhere out of sacks. He's getting gripped up and then somehow getting out. But that's a great sign because that shows me that, okay, we got a quarterback that's not going, just go down and take the sack. Ben couldn't move out the pocket, Ben was a statue, so he had to take the sack. I seen Mitchell Trubisky break out of 3 sack situations. But that's still a bad thing because the offensive line played absolutely terrible. Everybody's getting pressured. Everybody's getting to the quarterback. The run game wasn't going. Benny Snell couldn't run. Anthony McFarland couldn't run. And speaking of Benny Snell is always going to have a job. Benny Snell is always going to have a job because he's so great on special teams. When we punted the ball away, he made a great special teams play with a big hit. Like, he's always going to have some type of job because he's great on special teams. That's why I think Anthony McFarland should just be running back too. Benny Snell, we use him in them he can be a third down back at times, even though Najee is a third down back. But it's at times mix it up a little bit. Nothing really happened. At the end of the first quarter, it was 3-0. Nobody scored till 2 minutes, to the 2-minute mark. So we go into the second half. I believe Kenny Pickett's in the game at this point. I think we're still on defense, though. TJ Watt, he did have a sack. Of course, it's TJ Watt. And when TJ Watt touches the game, he's leaving here with something. He's leaving with something. So TJ Watt had a sack. They went up 6-0, another field goal, I guess. And this game was really boring for the first half. It was a boring game. It was really nothing to analyze. And I know I said the defense was playing bad, but there's been 2 bright spots. There's been 2 bright spots on this defense. Miles Jack has been absolutely amazing. I'm loving what Miles Jack is doing. He's covering the run. He's always back there with the run. He's always making the secure tackle. And, we need that. We need help on run defense, and we need secure tackling. And his coverage isn't bad either. There was a play where I think it was it might have been Marvin Jones. I think it was Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones was running across the field, doing a little crossing route. Miles Jack was right there with him the whole time, tackled him, slammed him down to the ground. Obviously, this is Miles Jack's return to Jacksonville. So you already know he was hyped and all that, but Miles Jack has been an absolute dog since he's been here. Yes, it's only been 2 preseason games, but what he's showing me, it's great. He's showing me everything that we need. And another one, a guy that I really don't give too much respect to is Terrell Edmunds. Terrell Edmunds, man, he is absolutely balling these preseason games. I like the way we're using him. We're not using him where you got to go back there and help Minka. We're using him as a blitz and safety. We're putting him in the box. I seen him in the box. We're using him as a blitz and safety, and he be right back there with Miles Jack helping with the run. If we can use Terrell Edmunds in that utilization, we can utilize him to stop the run and make the secure tacklers, I love that role for him. And to me, Terrell Edmunds has got better every single year he's been in the league. It's been nothing but progression. Slowly, but it's been progression. If we can use Terrell Edmunds like that, with him just helping with the run game and helping with the secure tackling on them little 3-yard passes, I'm cool with that. But anyway, let's get back to the game. Nothing happens until the end of the half, and this is the point where Kenny Pickett starts to go on a crazy run. Kenny Pickett started to go on a crazy 2-minute drill. And we did see one pass. We did see Pickett to Pickens tonight. We did see that. But Kenny Pickett starts to go crazy on this 2-minute drive. He gets a long pass to Deontay Johnson that went for about, I want to say 15, 16. Speaking of Deontay Johnson, he had a pretty good game, but he also had 2 plays that was called back. In the first quarter, he had a play that was called back. They called pass interference, offensive pass interference on Deontay Johnson because the defender's feet got tangled and he fell, but Deontay Johnson didn't. So he was able to run his route and be wide open. It was like a 13, 14-yard gain. But because the defender fell, they called it a offensive pass interference. Please, stop. Take that out. Take that out of the league. Then there was another play on this 2-minute drive where, hold on, we're going to get to it because I want to explain the whole thing. So Deontay Johnson, he goes 13, 14 yards down the field. Then we see a pass to Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth got us a first down. Then we see another pass over the middle, which I like because we need to start throwing over the middle more. Pat Freiermuth, he goes all the way over the middle, and he gets like a huge 20-yard gain. At this point, we're in the red zone. We pass it to Deontay Johnson for a touchdown, but it gets called back because it was offsetting penalties. It was offsides on their side, so Kenny Pickett knew he had a free play, but then it was holding on our side, so it offset. So, yeah, all that happened. Get an offsetting penalty, and then Kenny Pickett, he finally throws a touchdown to Benny Snell, who broke a tackle and dove into the end zone. Kenny Pickett, he absolutely looks amazing. Kenny Pickett, he went 6 for 7. He went 6 for 7, and he only went 6 for 7. That one incompletion was a spike, so he could stop the clock. So Kenny Pickett looks comfortable. We got to see what Kenny Pickett would look with the starters if he was to start. And honestly, I know we're not going to. I know we're going to start Mitch. I understand that. But I honestly want to see Kenny Pickett start. I want to see Kenny Pickett start. I would love to see him start week 1 against that Bengals defense. I just want to see what he can do. And if it don't work, cool. We have other options. It's week 1. I feel like we can do that week 1. We're going into the half, and at the half, it's 7-6. We're up 7-6. Coming out second half, they don't really do too much. They punt the ball away, and they pin us at the 1-yard line. At this point, Mason Rudolph comes into the game. Mason Rudolph, he throws the ball away to no one. So we get an intentional grounding in the end zone. At this point, it's 8-7 because they got a safety. Then they get the ball back. They drive all the way down the field because, once again, the defense ain't doing nothing. The run defense ain't doing nothing. The pass defense wasn't doing nothing at this point. And they get into the end zone with C.J. Beathard. He runs in the ball. So at this point, it's 15-7. It's 15-7 at this point. As for the defense, another guy that I like for the backups is Derek Tuska. Derek Tuska has been showing me a lot, too. I really do like Derek Tuska. But, yeah, at this point, it's 15-7. I don't know what's going on here. Like, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? So, oh, and in that first quarter, Chris Boswell missed a field goal, too. Forgot to mention that. It was a pretty bad miss, but I felt like it was a pretty easy field goal. Chris Boswell missed the field goal. We could have won up 3-0, blah, blah. But, yeah, like I said, at this point, we're down. It's 15-7. At this point, it's the end of the third. You know, they got the ball, blah, blah. Basically, we're just taking turns with the ball. Moving into the fourth, we do end up finally putting a field goal up on the board. So at this point, it's 10-15. It's 10-15. And they're driving down the field. It's 3 minutes left. So I'm thinking, oh, yeah, it's a preseason game. The clock going pretty fast. You know, they just want to run the ball out. They already got a couple first downs. It's like, oh, yeah, they can probably just run the ball out at this point. They throw the ball in Justin Lane. Well, for one, our defensive line pressured C.J. Beathard, who I think it was. Justin Lane gets an interception, takes it back like 20, 30 yards. So at this point, he set up Mason Rudolph well. Mason Rudolph had a good showing besides that intentional grounding. It was a good showing. Mason Rudolph has had a good preseason too. He's definitely staying in this battle, but Justin Lane gets an interception, sets up Mason Rudolph in the offense well. And Tyler Vaughns, y'all seen, he made the game-winning touchdown last week, you know, breaking the tackle and diving into the end zone. This man is I don't even know what to call it. He's a broken tackle machine. Like, bro, these two plays that I'm showing y'all, Mason Rudolph hit Tyler Vaughns on the corner of the field. He's breaking tackles, moving up the field for like a 20-yard gain. He does it again, back-to-back plays, getting like a 12 to 13-yard gain this time, maybe like 14, 15, I don't know. But y'all get the point. I'm showing the clip. But yeah, Tyler Vaughns is crazy. So Tyler Vaughns alone got us in to field goal range at least. He got us into the red zone. At this point, you know, it took us a couple of plays to get in there, and then Mason Rudolph finally finds Tyler Snead. He finds Tyler Snead, and Tyler Snead gets into the end zone. And at this point, we take a 16-15 lead. We tried to go for 2. Didn't work. So they got one more chance to go down there. And at this point, our defense is finally strapping. Our defense turned up. We seen a sack from DeMarvin Lill. We seen great run blocking where they lost yards. And it really forced them to kick a long field goal. It was 60-something yards. I forgot how long it was, but it was 60-something yards. They missed the field goal. We win the game. Good preseason game, good battle, but you know, I didn't really. Nothing too good came out of this game. You know, Kenny Pickett was great. The defense didn't strap up till the end, but it's like I'm tired of seeing that. We need to have dominant defense throughout the whole game. We can't strap up at the end and just barely squeak out with a W. Even though this is preseason, these are the backups. But it's just like it's still very concerning that seeing these young guys even can't stop the run block, or they can't run block. You know, these young guys can't stop the run. Our offensive line can't stop the run. I mean, can't help with the run. There was also a play where Gunnar Olszewski had the ball, and it was the third down, 3rd and 1. You know, we do a toss. He's trying his best. The line gets blown up. The offensive line gets blown up. Everybody's in the backfield. Every Jacksonville Jaguars in the backfield. Somehow Gunnar spins out of all of that. Almost gets the first, but because of that spin, by the time he turned around, the ball got punched out, he fumbled. But that was the offensive line's fault. I'm not blaming that on him. Like I said, it's just a lot that needs to be done. Hopefully we don't look like this during the season, because it will be a long, bad season. You know, we got to start the season on the road at Cincinnati. We're less than 2 weeks away, y'all. Or not less than, but we're about 2 weeks away. So, yeah, we got to figure out some stuff. Like I said, these are only the backups, but it's like, geez, we got to get right. We got to get right. So, but yeah, that's really all I got. Y'all know me. I just give y'all the walkthrough through these games. I try to remember everything I can. I kind of have a good photogenic memory. So, yeah, so I try to give y'all what I can, everything that I remember. And, yeah, but yeah, we won 16-15 preseason. I try not to make these videos too long because it's just preseason, but hey, it is what it is, man. Love y'all. Make sure I like, share, subscribe if y'all new. Let me know how y'all feel about these young Steelers, man. Let me know how y'all feel about Kenny Pickett, because I'm liking him. I kind of want him to start, but I know they're going to start Mitch, but I want Kenny to start. So, yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. Like, share, subscribe. The channel's growing. We got 809. Let's get to a K, man. I love y'all. Make sure I stay safe. It's an evil, crazy world we live in. We got all these diseases, all these fucking viruses, the violence. Just everybody stay safe, man. But yeah, I love y'all, and I'm out.